That's awesome. Okay. At this time, I would like to call to order the regular scheduled meeting of the Meridian Planning and Zoning for the date of November 21st, 2019. And let's start with roll call. Madam Clerk.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Commissioner Holland,
Here.
Commissioner Seal,
Here.
Commissioner McCarville,
Here.
Commissioner Olson,
Here.
Commissioner Fitzgerald,
Here.
Commissioner Casanelli.
Here.
Absent is Commissioner Perot.
Dean, are these working? Can you hear us? They're on. The speakers aren't on, but do we care? Okay. Oh, that's even louder now. Thank you, ma'am. The first item on the agenda is the adoption of the agenda, and I think there's been some discussion. As we all know, we're very excited for our fellow commissioner who was recently elected to the Meridian City Council. And so she has informed our legal team that she's stepping down. So for the next couple meetings, we need to fill her spot. I get to hang out as the vice chair. So we were hoping to add something to the agenda probably at the end so we can get our fine fellow applicants tonight out the door, to add something on the agenda to fill that spot until the end of the year. And then we'll do our regular scheduled election to the first meeting in January. So can I get a motion to amend the agenda and somewhat in that manner?
So moved.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Holland.
do we need to actually formalize that motion, or can we just say so moved?
I think we got it so moved over here.
Okay.
So,
Second.
okay, I have a motion and a second to amend the agenda for the meeting date of November 21st, 2019. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion passes. Next on the agenda is the consent agenda. We will have one item on that is to approve the minutes of November 7th Planning and Zoning Commission meeting, and I don't see any reason to pull anything out, but let somebody else tell me if you wish to do that. And so can I get a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Okay, thank you. Okay, so tonight we have two applications on our docket. Both are requesting to be continued. And so we will open them for the reason of continuance only. So we'll start with the public hearing on H 2019-0104 David Evans Construction and the Silverstone Apartments. Madam Clerk, do we need to do anything for them, or are they here? Okay, sir, will you come forward and introduce yourself, and then we'll continue this mode. Just give us an idea of why you guys are asking for a continuance so we can have that on the record.
My name's Rob Powell. Address is 7761 West Riverside, suite number 100, Boise 83714. We're asking for a continuance. We've received a continuance from City Council for the development agreement that we have in for our application as well. That was granted to the 3rd of December. The reasons that we asked for that are the same reasons we're asking for this. We got some late comments from ACHD that we've been responding to. One of those comments made a pretty big difference in the layout of our project, moving our access onto a collector street. We've also been very involved with the neighbors, and we've had already a couple neighborhood meetings since then, so we've needed that time for that as well. The third reason is we've been trying to get some traffic information. ACHD is requiring us eventually to provide a signal warrant analysis at the corner of Movado and Overland. And so we've not ordered the full study. It's very expensive, but we hired a traffic engineer to do. They're calling them early findings, which we think will kind of give us a pretty good idea of whether or not we'll have to provide a signal at that intersection. So that's kind of a big deal. It's something that the neighbors actually asked us to do as well. So it's going to benefit us and also give the neighbors an idea if that's going to be coming in the near future.
Awesome. Bill, do we have anything for staff, or are we good to move forward? Do we not have a staff report, obviously, for tonight, but I just want to make sure the applicant had a chance to say.
Yeah, Chairman, members of the commission, staff report's been ready several weeks ago, so you have that packet in front of you. Certainly, our preference is to have city council act on the development agreement before
Yeah.
you act on the conditional use permit, and that's why one of the main reasons why Rob is asking for the continuance. Because eventually, if city council doesn't grant the increase in the number of dwelling units, he's obviously going to withdraw his application for the conditional use permit because he can't move forward with that. So we don't want to put the cart before the horse, per se. So in interest of time this evening, I think it's best for this commission to honor the continuance and see where we land on the 3rd with city council and see if we even have a hearing on the 5th. But I know neighbors have contacted me. They're informed of the continuance. They're pretty organized over there, and I've been keeping them apprised of this project as it moves through the public hearing, and I've noticed the signs were up, so they're aware of it as well. So kudos to the applicant and staff and all of us. We're definitely keeping everyone informed. So I think the best thing to do this evening, again, is just recommend continuance.
Okay.
Try to get these things sorted out. I don't know by the 5th whether or not you'll have ACHD's comments on that analysis for the traffic signal or not. I had a chance to go through the record. This project is pretty convoluted. It really started as a piecemeal project and it ended up to where we are now. We're trying to get those pieces all put back into a uniform piece, if you will. But it started in 2016. I had a chance to go back, look at the record, and it looked like a traffic study was approved by ACHD on this entire Movado project, which included the apartments, commercial, and the residential that's out there. There's nothing in there that even discussed a signal at that intersection where it intersects into Overland. One of the comments that I saw in the ACHD staff report as I was reviewing it this afternoon dealt with a right turn lane into that development off of Overland Road. But due to the cost of the relocation of the existing Idaho power poles, the ACHD did not require that improvement to be made. So the developer was given a pass for putting in that improvement. So that's really all the information I have as far as what was reviewed and approved with that project over the last couple of years, both 2016 and 2017. So if you feel like you need more time beyond that December 5th hearing, that's within your purview to ask for that this evening. But again, if council doesn't approve the development agreement modification, then this project more likely isn't moving forward with anything other than what's currently approved for the project, which is 112 units, which is currently under construction.
Okay. Are there any questions? I know there were some emails going back and forth, so I wanted to make sure we give everybody a chance. Any questions from the commissioners?
Mr. Chair.
Commissioner McCarville.
Yeah. Bill, do you feel like December 5th is enough time for staff to react if this is going in front of city council on the 3rd, and do we have a realistic?
Yeah, Chairman, members of the commission, I've instructed Rob to get me revised layout so that I can update any conditions of approval that may be necessary to be changed. So that will happen as part of the DA mod and as part of the CU mod. So yes, I am confident if I have something here by the end of the week or early part of next week that I can get a memo out to both bodies and representing those changes to you. They're not very significant. I think it's, again, relocation of the access point, as Rob alluded to, and then losing some units to make up some additional increase the parking, lose a few units, and add more open space is really where we're at on this at this point.
Thank you. Commissioner Seal, do you have, I know you had some emails going back and forth, and I know Commissioner Casanelli did as well. Do you guys have any questions any further? Or are we good to move for continuance?
Sorry, I'm trying to pull this up. The bookmarks I had in here are gone. I guess I read the ACHD report differently. To me, it looked like part of the conditions of approving this would be to do that light study. So, I mean, that's what I read in there, along with the Compass report that only included this. Essentially, the Compass report says that it works simply because it's a mixed use, not adding in the additional complexes in there. So I just want to make sure that if we're going to do a continuance that we allow for extra time for that light study to be completed. Because to me, it seems like, I mean, what I read in there is it is in order to approve it, that's what they want.
Rob, do you have a comment or thoughts?
Well, I guess I read that differently. I thought that they were pretty specific about saying that would be required when we submitted our design review and certificate of zoning compliance. I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, Chairman, members of the commission, I have the condition here, and that definitely says with the building permit, they'll review that traffic warrant. Under site-specific condition of approval, number 1, under the MCU application, it says signal warrant analysis should be reviewed and accepted prior to issuance of a building permit for the multifamily dwelling units.
So they've got some time.
They have some time.
Yep. Okay. Any other questions? Thank you very much. We appreciate it,
Thank
Rob. With that, motion is in order to continue this. It keeps the public hearing open, so I will entertain any motions.
Mr. Chair,
Commissioner Holland.
I move we continue H-2019-0104 for the Silverstone Apartments to the date of December 5th for continuance for the stated reasons that the applicant would like some more time for working out the development agreement with City Council and reviewing that traffic impact.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to continue the public hearing on H 2019-0104. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion passes. Thank you very much for being here. We appreciate it. So second application out there that's also being requested, or has requested continuance is Skyward Subdivision, file number H 2019-0087. And we'll open it for the, and I don't think the applicant's with us tonight, Bill.
Chairman, members of the commission, he is not. He emailed me and I said there wasn't a need for him to attend this evening, just for the fact that, again, they need time to work on some of their design changes requested by staff. Also, I received a phone call from one of the adjacent neighbors, and the applicant didn't even post the site, so there's no way that we can even hear this evening because it hasn't met the posting requirements of the code.
Okay, do we have a date that,
Yeah, he is requesting it to January 16th, 2020.
thank you very much. With that information, any questions for staff?
Mr. Chair,
Commissioner McCardle.
I move that we continue item H-2019-0087 Skyward Subdivision to the date of January 16th.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to continue file number H 2019-0087 Skyward Subdivision till January 18th, 2020, 16th, sorry, 2020. And all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion passes. Thank you. Thanks, Bill. Okay, last item on the agenda is, I'm going to fill this fun seat that I'm sitting in until the end of the year. So
Oh, and
happy to do it if you guys would like me to. But someone else wants to do it too. I'm happy with that as well. So,
Mr. Chair,
Commissioner McCardle.
I move that you be chair for the remainder of our year.
Second.
I'll third.
I have a motion and a second. Did I get to sit in this chair for longer, for the rest of the year at least?
Oh, it's,
All those in favor, without any questions or comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, I guess quick question.
Yes, sir.
Who becomes the vice?
That's the next one. We have to add that. So we need to add a person that can step in for me, so.
who would like to be in the chair?
Looking at somebody right down there.
Mr. Chair,
Madam, or former Madam Chair, Commissioner McCardle.
with that being said, if she's in that chair, she doesn't make motions.
Understood.
Just- Okay. Mr. Chair, I would like to nominate Lisa Holland to be vice chair. Or,
Is that a
I
motion?
move.
I have a motion that Ms. Holland remains the vice chair, or no, becomes the vice chair. All those in favor say aye.
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 Oh, same. Thanks, man.
All right, thanks.
Oh, I need one more motion, please.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Olson. I have a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Yay, we are adjourned.
Good job.
Thank you very much.